Good morning. This is Dr. Rajkumar Arya, Associate Professor in Department of Chemical Engineering, NIT Jalandhar. Today I am going to explain diffusion with homogeneous chemical reactions. So this is very important topic in the field of mass transport and transport phenomena. So this is actually the problem statement here. So here you have a gas A which is filled inside which is diffusing into the liquid B, which is filled inside the container of length L. So at the gas liquid interface at Z equal to 0, the concentration of gas is CH0 all the time. Now as you will pass into the liquid actually, so the reaction will start with this following equations. So reaction is A plus B gives to the product, and rate of consumption of A is given by minus KCA. Now this flux is whatever A is diffusing into B, the same amount of B is also getting consumed, because if you say that 1 mole of A is consuming 1 mole of B, so the fluxes are same. So this NaZ equal to minus NBZ all the time. So A is sparingly soluble in B. CH0 is the solubility of A in B. Now if we see that transport equations at steady state operations, so the governing equations is given by this: del Ca upon del T plus nu dot del Ca equal to dAV del square Ca plus Ra. Now in this case the diffusion induced velocity is equal to 0 because the solution is dilute. So in this stage this nu is 0, or you can say the B vector. So in that case this particular term is 0. Second thing, we are considering that steady state operations, so del Ca upon del T term would also be 0. So the left hand side term is all 0. Now right hand side is you're left with dAV del square Ca minus KCA. Now this is now del square Ca, because the diffusion is only in Z direction, so you are writing the term with Z only. So you are getting 0 equal to dAV del square Ca upon del Z square minus KCA. Now the boundary conditions are that at Z equal to 0, Ca is Ca0 all the time. At Z equal to L, dCA upon dZ equal to 0, or you can say the no flux is 0, because that is the boundary of the container. So if you see the boundary of the container is this one, so at this is something impermeable. So therefore here fluxes would be 0. So in that case this is the no flux boundary condition here. So NaZ equal to 0. Now you have the NaZ equation is given by this minus dAV dCA upon dZ plus XA bracket NaZ plus NBZ. Here one is opposite to each other, so in that case this total term is equal to 0. So from here you will get dCA upon dZ equal to 0. So if you will say dCA upon dZ, because NaZ equal to 0 at Z equal to L, so at this particular dCA upon dZ equal to 0. Now from here, by analogy of heat conduction in a film, we can solve these equations using the similarity solutions. So what we have here, this is our equation: d square Ca upon dZ square equal to k DABCA. Now we can non-dimensionalize it, so we have taken the non-dimensional thickness is eta equal to z upon L. Then we can find eta square equal to z square L square. Now d square eta equal to 1 upon L square dz square. Now we have this equation d square ca upon dz square, so we are getting dz square is this L square d eta square, because dz square will come from here. So dz square is L square d eta square. So now this side you have k DABCA. Now we can arrange it. So the CA will come down over this d square CA terms. So we have this. Now here we have d square CA upon d eta square equal to b square CA, where v square equal to k L square upon DAB, and non-dimensional concentration is considered as theta. So theta is being considered as CA upon CA naught. So if we substitute CA upon CA naught, or we can calculate from here what CA is. So CA equal to theta dot CA. From here we can substitute this CA at this particular place and this CA also at this particular place. So in that case we will get here this CA naught d square theta upon d eta square equal to b square CA naught theta, and then CA naught will get cancelled. From here we will get d square theta upon d eta square equal to b square theta. Now non-dimensionalized boundary condition is theta equal to 1, where eta equal to 0, and d theta upon d eta equal to 0, and eta corresponds to 1. So these are the non-dimensionalized boundary conditions. These can be denoted from here. These are the boundary conditions you have: z equal to 0, ca equal to ca0, z equal to L, dca upon dz equal to 0. So you can substitute here the non-dimensional. So z would be in terms of eta and CA would be in terms of theta. So in that case you will get these are your non-dimensionalized boundary conditions. Now this is the similarity solutions way. So the previous type of the equations, so you have practically this type of equation: d square theta upon d eta square b square theta. So this type of equations can have the solution of like this: theta equal to c1 e to the power minus b eta plus c2 e to the power b eta. Now from first boundary condition, if we substitute first boundary conditions, where you have eta equal to 0, this is your first boundary condition: theta equal to 1 when eta equal to 0. So if you substitute that, so your eta equal to 0, so this term would become 1. So e to the power b eta again will become 1. So you will have c1 plus c2 equal to 1. This is equation 1. Now you have boundary conditions. So this is d theta upon d eta. So you can differentiate this. So in that case you have this boundary condition: d theta upon d eta equal to 0 at eta equal to 1. So in that case, if you will differentiate this, so you have d theta upon d eta here. You are differentiating this side with respect to eta. So you have minus c1 b e to the power minus b eta plus c2 b e to the power b eta. Now eta is 1, and for corresponding value of that, d theta upon d eta is 0. So you can substitute that. So here d theta upon d eta is 0. Here you have substituted eta equal to 1. This one again eta equal to 1. So substitute that, you solve this. So from here you are getting this equation that C1 equal to this relation. From here you got C1 e to the power minus b equal to C2 e to the power b. This can be substituted back into this equation number 1, and from here you can get this equation C1 e to the power minus b equal to 1 minus C1 e to the power b. Now this equation can be solved, and finally you will end up with your value of C1. C1 would be equal to e to the power b upon e to the power minus b plus eb e to the power b. Now this C1 again substituted into equation number 1, and you will end up with the value of C2. So C2 would finally will come e to the power minus b upon e to the power b plus e to the power minus b. Now you have constant C1, C2, and you can substitute that in our main equations of theta. So theta is C1 e to the power minus beta plus C2 e to the power plus beta. So in that case, if you substitute that, so you have substituted value of C1 here, value of C2 here. So, and now this again you can take the LCM of that, and you will get, this is the expression of your cos hyperbolic b. So you have here cos hyperbolic b 1 minus eta upon cos hyperbolic b. Now you can substitute what your expression of theta you have considered, theta equal to Ca upon Ca0, and b we have considered k L square upon dab, this whole to the power 1 by 2, and eta equal to z upon L. So if you substitute here, this is the expression, and by this expression you can calculate that how this Ca can be related to with respect to z, and this can be controlled with the help of your this actually diffusion coefficient and reaction rate, actually your k, reaction rate constant k, and diffusion coefficient. This can control the profile of Ca. So these are the concentration profile at z equal to 0, at b equal to 0. So you have at starting here, so here you have a flat concentration profile because this is the interface, always will have same concentration. As you will go inside, so at the just at the interface all the time would have concentration Ca0. As you will go inside the liquid here, the concentration keep on dropping, and finally you will end up with your actually the walls of the containers at the bottom where this will completely being consumed actually. So you have Ca here. So as you will go to the deeper and deeper side, your concentration of Ca will keep on decreasing actually due to the reaction there. Now rate of consumption of A can be calculated by this. So this would be NaZ at Z equal to 0 multiplied by area of the interface. So this says that whatever gas A is being diffused into the liquid and all thing is being consumed. So you are multiplying by this. So this is what you have, the total diffusion of A into the liquid phase, and this is being the related by your rate of the reaction. So NaZ equal to Ra into dz, it can be integrated over the entire film thickness multiplied by area would give the consumption of A. So you have already that W equal to minus A, and Ra is given by dAb dCa upon dz at Z equal to 0. So you can calculate at Z equal to 0. Now you have the equation of dCa upon dz. So you have the equation of Ca, this one. This equation can be differentiated with respect to Z. So this is nothing complicated here. This term is constant here. This cos hyperbolic will become sine hyperbolic of all these functions, and later on you differentiate the term of bracket with respect to z, where again this term k L square upon dAV to the power 1 by 2 is again constant, so this will give 0 and this will give minus 1 by L. So if you do that, so this would be your expression for rate of consumption of AS dAV dot CA naught sine hyperbolic B 1 minus Z upon L multiplied by minus B by L divided by cos hyperbolic B. Now from here all these things you are calculating at z equal to 0. So if you are calculating at z equal to 0, so you are substituting here z equal to 0. So you have sine hyperbolic here, this will become 0 this term here, so you will get sine hyperbolic b here multiplied by minus b by L divided by cos hyperbolic b. So you have here as dAV CA naught divided by cos hyperbolic b times sine hyperbolic b dot b by L. So this sine hyperbolic b upon cos hyperbolic b will become tan hyperbolic b. So final expression is as dAV CA naught by L multiplied by b. So b is k L square upon dAV, this whole to the power 1 by 2 tan hyperbolic b. So substitute the expression for b. So b is k L square upon dAV to the power 1 by 2, and this is in moles per unit second. So this expression can be used to calculate the rate of consumption of A, and this is again purely a function of rate constant K, reaction rate constant, and diffusion coefficient of A with respect to B. So this is all about the diffusion with homogeneous chemical reactions. So thank you very much. So in case of suggestion, you can drop your comment, or you can visit to the website. You can drop your comment so that it can be the improved or next lecture can be uploaded. Thank you very much.